Hey, element за тэгэхээр бүгд нь element өөргөө за ингээд гейм номынхоо 20 дахь дараагийн хэсэг рүү орж байна. За энэ лайвны хувьд бол 2 дахь дугаар. За энэ удаагийнхаа уншлагаа бид нөр за стайлтай уулзах нэ. Mid style. Style гэж юм байна. За тэгэхээр номлоо орцгоё. Mid mid style. I am far from attractive. My nose is too large for my face and while not hooked has a bump in the ridge. Ridge гэж үсэгүй. Окей. Болортол. За би болортол руу орлоо. Тэгээд одоо ridge гэдэг. Ridge. Залхуугаар ховл сэр нуруу гэсэн. Bump гэдэг нь л одоо энэ хотоосон гэсэн үг юм шиг байна тий. Бүхтөр гэсэн утгатай юм шиг байна. Албаны шал солих мөргөх дасчлах ярал тав болт руу. За энэ hook гэдэг бол hook. За эротик маягийн бүжиглийг бас баа. Hook. За hook холбогдох ч юм уу тий. Окей. За hook. Уун мэддэг. Ер нь утга юм мэд. Гэхдээ их олон утгатай байдаг тий. Нэг үг. Тэгэхээр нэг үг. Өөр ямар утга байна гэдгийг харж. За. I am not bold to say that my hair is thinning would be an understatement. Thinning would be an understatement. There are just wispy, enhanced growth covering the top of my head like tumbleweeds. За ямар олон мэдхгүй гарч иж байна. Wispy. Үгийнхний мэдхгүй wispy. За wispy гэж ямар гэсэн. Хөнгөн нарийнхан гэсэн үг. Rogin enhanced. За надад яа гэдэгчгүй. За enhanced гэдэг чинь. За би энэ үгний яг ямар одоо rogin enhanced гэх юм. Enhanced meaning. За энэ Rogin enhanced. За окей, regain on with Rogaine гэж хоёр төрөл юм байна. Two names of за ер нь бол уналтын эсрэг эмчилгээ юм байна л regain and Rogaine гэдэг нь. Тэгэхээр regain гэдэг нь за ингээд за энэ тэгээд энэ уналтын эмчилгээнд зориулсан бүтээгдэхүүн байт юм байна. Янзын. За regain нь foam, scabs, solution or spray ч юм уу тий. За regain гэдэг нь тийм Rogaine гэдэг нь болохоор би энэ маш товчхон хараач. За ер нь бол товчхондоо бол өсөл үс сонголтын эсрэг эмчилгээ тийм Rogaine enhanced growth сургалтын covering the top of my head like tumbleweeds. Tumbleweed. За ямар өвсийг tumbleweed гэдэг аа тийм. Tumbleweed хамхуул. Окей. За ер нь бол оройд хамхуул шүү гэстэй болцсон. Okay, in my opinion, my eyes are small and beady. За beady гэж бас юу гэсэн үг вэ? Beady гэлэлцэн туслаар жисэн буурцаасан хөөсөрсөн хөөсөрхөө гэсэн юм гинэ. За окей, гэлэлцэн. Нүдэн дээр ирж байгаа. Today do have a lively glimmer. За glimmer чинь ямар үг лээ? За яг өмнөх лайв дээр би харсан. Glimmer гэлс хийх бүдэрхэн гэл сүмэлцэг сүмсэн гэлсэн. Which is doomed to remain my secret because no one can see it behind my glasses. So I have indentations on either side of my forehead, which I like and believe add character to my pets. So I've never actually been complimented on them. За энэ юу хэлээд байна вэ? Түүнх нь нөгөө талд юм. Доогол хэтэрхий муу гэдэг юм. Forehead. За энэ дээр зураг байна. Зураг. За тухайн дээр нэг draw маягийн таны хохорхой маягийн indentation гэдэг юм байна. За би зүг дуудаж. Indentation. Тийм ээ. Цөмрөлт. Indentation. So, okay. On either side of my face, I'm good. So, I'm shorter than I like to be, and so skinny that I look malnourished to most people, no matter how much I eat. Дахиад л мэдгүй гараад ирлээ. Ингэж явж байгаа. Тэ. Явандаа энэ номын сүд төсөл рүү хатангар гэсэн юм байна. Malnourished. Сүд рүү одоо энэ malnourished. Ямч одоо translate төлөвч шаардлагагүй. Гэр номоогоо явуулах байхаа гэж найдаж байна. За, when I look down at my pale slouched body. За, cat slouched гэж байна. За, баг ингэж хайсараад яг номынхоо санаа бүтэр бэл хүнд бүтэх. Slouched бас бүтэх гэсэн юм байна. Тэгэхээр бам in the reach no гэдэг шүү дээ. Bump reach гэдэг шиг slouched body гэх юм бол slouch гэдэг нь бас адилхан бүтэрсэн. I wonder why any woman would want to sleep next to it, let alone embrace it. So for me, meeting girls takes work. I'm not the kind of guy women giggle over at the bar or want to take home when they're feeling drunk and crazy. I can't offer them a piece of my pen and bragging rights like a rock star or cocaine and mention like so many other men in Los Angeles. All I have is my mind and nobody can see that. Okay. First word, gig. Хөхрөх хэмээх алдах. Хи хи хи. Айлгуудах. Айлгуудах. Хи хи. За окей. Giggle. Тэн айлгуудах. Хи хи хи. Giggle. За нөгөө хэрвээ Family Guy үзчихсэн бол Family Guy дээр Quagmire а pick up artist гэдэг тий. Гоё өгсөрч авсан тий pick up artist. Тэр ингээд аюу гэх ярьдаг санагдаад байна. Тэгэхээр юм бичсэн юм бодогтой юм байна. Тэр нь бол цаагуур авс юу бах тий. Сэтэ гэж боддог. Нэг тийм бодтой гэж боддог. За окей. Түрээ барь нэр алтар цуурхал алтар нэ тий. Bragging. Pen. 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 Brag. За энэ юу гэсэн үг юм бэ гэхлээр баярхал, хөөр, өнгөрөх. Okay, all our minds. Okay, you may not that I haven't mentioned my personality. This is because my personality has completely changed, or to put it more accurately, I completely changed my personality. I invented style, my alter ego, and in the course of 2 years, style became more popular than I ever was, especially with women. Okay, alter ego. Alter ego. Hurra. .net. Alter ego.net. So, okay. It was never my intention to change my personality or walk through the world under an assumed identity. In fact, I was happy with myself and my life that is until in innocent phone call. Till it always starts with an innocent phone call. Led me on a journey into one of the oldest and most exciting underground communities that, in more than a dozen years of journalism, I have ever come across. The call was from Jeremy Rabbi Strauss, novelist, a book editor who had stumbled across a document on the internet called the Lay Guide, short for the How to Lay Girls Guide. Compressed into 150 sizzling pages, he said, was the collected wisdom of dozens of pickup artists who have been exchanging their knowledge in groups for nearly a decade, secretly working to turn the art of seduction into an exact science. The information needed to be rewritten and organized into a coherent how-to book, and thought he thought I was the man to do it. I wasn't sure. I want to write literature, not give advice to horny adolescents. But of course, I told him it wouldn't hurt to take a look at it. The, the moment I started reading, my life changed more than any other book or document, be it the Bible, Crime and Punishment, or The Joy of Cooking, the late guide opened my eyes. And not necessarily because of the information in it, because, but because of the path it sent me hustling down. When I look back on my teenage years, I have one major regret, and it has nothing to do with not studying hard enough, not being nice to my mother, or crashing my father's car into a public bus. It's simply that I didn't around, fool around with enough girls. I'm a deep man. I reread, reread James Joyce's Ulysses every 3 years for fun. I consider myself reasonably in, in, intuitive. I am at the core a good person and I try to avoid hurting others, but I can't seem to evolve to the next state of being because I spend far too much time thinking about women. And I know I'm not alone. When I first met Hugh Hefner, he was 73. He had slept with over 1,000 of the most beautiful women in the world, by his own account, but all he wanted to talk about were his three girlfriends, Mandy, Brandy, and Sandy, and how, thanks to Viagra, he could keep them all satisfied. To his mind, probably satisfied them enough. If he enough wanted to sleep with somebody else, he said the rule was that they all do it together. So what I gathered from the conversation was that here was a guy who's had all the sex he wanted his whole life, and at 73 he's still chasing tail. When does it stop? If you haven't listened over it yet, when I'm going to be? When am I going to be? If the lay guide had never crossed my path, I, like most men, never have evolved in my thinking about the opposite sex impact. I probably started off worse than most men. In my preteen years, there were no games of doctor, no girls who charged a dollar to look after skirts, no tickling classmates in the places I wasn't supposed to touch. I spent most of teenage life grounded, so when my soul adolescent sexual opportunity arose, a drunken freshman girl called and offered me a blowjob. I was forced to decline or else suffer my mother's wrath. In college, I began to pin myself the things I was interested in. The personality I'd always been too shy to express to the group of friends who would explain my mind with drugs and conversation in that order, but I never became comfortable around women. They intimidated me. In 4 years of college, I didn't sleep with single women on campus. After school, I took a job at the New York Times as a cultural reporter where I began to build confidence in myself and my opinions. Eventually, I gained access to privileged world where no rules applied. I went on road my Marilyn Manson on Motley Crue to write books with them in all the time. With all those backstage passes, I didn't get so much as a single kiss from anyone except Tommy Lee. After that, I pretty much gave up hope. Some guys had it, other guys didn't. I clearly didn't. The problem wasn't that I'd never been laid, it was that the few times I did get lucky, I turned one night stand into a 2 year stand because I didn't know when it was going to happen again. The lay guide had an acronym for people like me, AFC, average frustrated champ. I was in AFC. Not like Dustin. I met Dustin the year I graduated from college. He was friends with a classmate of my name is Marco, a Pax aristocratic servant who had been my companion in girlsness since nursery school, thanks largely to his hair, which was shaped like a watermelon. That was then taller, richer, more famous, or better looking than either of us. But he didn't possess one quality we didn't yet attract women. When Marco first introduced me to him, I was unimpressed. Here was short and swarthy, with long curly brown hair and cheesy bottom down gigolo shirt, too many bottoms undone. The night we went to a Chicago club called Drink as we checked our coats. Dustin asked, "Do you know if there are any dark corners in here?" I asked him what he needed dark corners for, and he replied they were good places to take girls. I raised my eyebrows skeptically. Minutes after entering the bar, however, he made eye contact with a shy-looking girl who was talking with a friend without a word. Dustin walked away. The girl followed him straight to dark corner when they finished kissing and groping. They parted wordlessly without an obligatory exchange of phone numbers or even sheepish "see you later." Dustin repeated this seemingly miraculous feat 4 times that night. A new world opened up before my eyes. I greeted him for hours, trying to determine what sort of magical powers he possessed. As was what they call a natural. He had lost his virginity at age 11 when the 15 years old daughter of never used as him sexual experiment, and he had been fucking non-stop since. One night I took him to a party on a boat in in short, around something words. Anchored, okay, anchored. Ich bin so bis. Anchored in New York's Hudson River. When I saw the brown-haired, dry-eyed girl walked by, he turned to me and said, "She's just your type." I denied it and stared at the blur as usual. I was afraid he'd try to make me talk to her. She stunned when she walked past again. I asked her, "Do you know Nile?" It was a stupid icebreaker, but I didn't matter now that the ice was broken. I stammered out a few words. The dozen took over. They rescued me. We met her and her boyfriend at the bar. Afterward, they had just moved in together. Her boyfriend was taking their dog for a walk. After a few drinks, he took the dog home, and leaving the girl followed with us. Okay. 자, 히로다. 오케이. 자, 둘 잡술래? 둘 잡술래? За би эргээд ирлээ. Okay. So Dustin suggested going back to my place to cook late night snacks, so we walked to my tiny East Wall Village apartment and instead collapsed on the bed, with Dustin on one side of Hall and me on the other. When Dustin started kissing her left cheek, he signaled me to do the same on her right cheek. Then I synchronously we moved down her body to her neck and her breast, till I was surprised by Paula's quiet compliance. For Dustin this seemed to be business as usual. He turned to me and asked if I had a condom I found upon parking. He pulled up her pants and moved into her while I continued slapping usually at her right breast. That was Dustin's gift, his forward-giving moon fantasy. They never thought they'd experience. Afterward, Father called me constantly. She wanted to walk about the experience all the time to rationalize it, because she couldn't believe what she had done. That's how it always worked with Dustin. He got the girl, I got the guilt. I chalked this up to a simple difference of personality. Dustin had a natural charm and minimal instinct that I just didn't. Or at least that's what I thought until I read Legguide and explored the news groups and websites to convert what I discovered was an entire community filled with dozens of men who claimed to have found a combination to unlock a woman's heart endless, along with thousands of others like myself trying to learn their secrets. The difference was that these men had broken down their methods to a specific set of rules that anybody could apply, and each self-proclaimed pickup artist had his own set of rules. There was mystery magician Ross Jeffries, uh, hypnotist, hypnotist Rick H. H. Dot, a millionaire entrepreneur David D'Angelo, a real estate agent juggler, a stand-up comedian David X, a construction worker, and Steve P. Dot, a seductionist so powerful that women actually pay to learn how to give him better head. Put them on South Beach, on Miami, and my any number of better-looking muscle bound bullies will be kicking sand in their pale, emaciated faces, but put them in a Starbucks or whiskey bar and they'll be taking turn making out with the bully, bully's girlfriend as soon as his back is turned. Once I discovered their world, the first thing that it changed was my vocabulary. Terms like FC, PUA, pickup artist, surgeon, pickup women, and HP, hell babe, entered my prominent lexicon. Then my daily rituals changed as I became addicted to the online locker room this pickup artist had created. Whenever I returned home from meeting or going out with the women, I sit down at my computer and post my question of night on the news group. What do I do if she says she has a boyfriend? If she eats a garlic dinner, does it mean she isn't planning on kissing me? Is it good or bad sign when a girl puts on lipstick in front of me? And allowing characters like Candor Gun Switch and Farmhandle began replying to my question. The answer: in order to use a boyfriend destroyer, pretend you're overanalyzing this neither. Soon I realized this was not just an internet phenomenon, but a way of life. There, there were cults of wannabe seductionists in dozens of cities, from Los Angeles to London to Zagreb to Bombay, who met weekly in what they call layers to discuss tactics and strategies before going out and messy to meet women. In the guise of Jeremy Robbie's drafts and the internet, God had given me a secret. It wasn't too late to be destined to become what every woman wants, not what she says she wants, but what she really wants deep inside beyond her social parameter where her fantasies and their dreams lie. But I couldn't do it in my own. Taking two guys online was not going to be enough to change a lifetime of failure. I had to meet the piss behind them, screen names, watch them in the field, we pinned out who they were and what made them tick. I made it my mission, my full-time job and obsession to hunt down the greatest recoveries in the world and back to shelter under their wings. And so began the strangest 2 years of my life. Glossary has been forward age. Брам. Окей. За окей. Тэгээд энэ хүртэл надтай байсан. Баярлалаа. Тэгээд өнөөдөртөө намаа энэ тусгая. Тэгэхээр дараагийн бүлгээр за step 2 approach and up бүр бас нэг гүтэн дээр юу rock rock гэх тулгаа багш гэж. Rock чин Dwayne Johnson. За ийм бүлгийн байна дараагийн бүлгийн. За тэгээд ингэж хэлсэн цаага. The first problem for all of us, men, women, is not to learn but to unlearn. Нэг ийм үг байна цаа. Тэгээд ийм үгээр бүлэг маань хэлж байгаа юм. За яг юу суттай байна гэдэггүй тэгээд явцсан. Би хайж үзээд болно. Тэгээд нүртэл хамтсан баярлалаа. Тэгээд дахиад тэгээд за одоо энэ ямар болно? Энэ нүртэл хамтсан баярлалаа. Намс